people, we are Tottenham TV here. The Champions League is back. We have just landed in Greece, just got to the apartment. How you feeling, Sim?
Yeah, I'm buzzing for the Champions League to be back. Obviously, after last season, you know, there was our shining light after what was a pretty poor league campaign, and I'm buzzing to get back in the Champions League. I want to hear that music again, the players coming out. It's all about, you know, those away days in Europe, and I can't wait to get the game going tomorrow. Really looking forward to it.
I'm really looking forward to the atmosphere in the stadium tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely electric, especially from those Olympiakos fans. I think we're literally staying a stone throw away from the stadium, and it looks amazing, doesn't it?
It looks unbelievable, and you know, you can't underestimate them because they've got a very good record at home, Olympiakos. I think they've lost once in the last 18 months. So it's not going to be an easy game, but if we can, you know, get the game under control early doors, then hopefully we can come home with a good result.
And you know, we've got some players in our squad like Troy Parra. What an experience it is just to be in and around the team and in an occasion like this. But let's get into the team news. What is the team news?
Yeah, so Foyth is still out injured. Lo Celso is obviously out to the end of October. Sessegnon has got an irritation of his hamstring, so he's also pulled out of the squad. And we've also left Serge Aurier and Danny Rose at home, so they're not even involved in the squad at all, which is an interesting decision. But I get where he's coming from, Pochettino. If he's not gonna start them, then why take him at all? But I think it's a bit risky maybe leaving him at home. Maybe, you know, if you get an early injury to one of the fullbacks, what are we going to do?
Yeah, well, you know, Dyer's always a starting right back, isn't he?
That's true. You got Dyer. Well, who are we going to play left back? If
Vertonghen can play left back.
I guess we've got a couple of options, but it's not ideal.
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal, but Pochettino said that he's going to be very creative in his team selection tomorrow.
He did say that.
So that makes it even harder for us to predict the predicted lineup. But let's go into the predicted lineup. So we're going to think of, it's going to be a diamond formation again.
Yeah.
With two up top. So in goal, we're going for Hugo Lloris, obviously, captain. Right back, we're going for Kyle Walker-Peters.
Yeah, we saw he's been on the plane, he's in the squad, he's recovered from his injury, so he definitely slots in the right back.
Left back, we're going for Ben Davis.
Another easy selection. He came on the weekend, it looked really sharp, and so I think he comes straight in. He'll be first start of the season. We could see him back.
Yeah, and centre backs, we're going for Jan and Sanchez, seeing as Toby's played every game this season.
Yeah, I think Sanchez is another one back in the squad. Should be back in the team as well. And yeah, Toby probably has a well-earned rest, we think. And
in the midfield, we're going for the bottom of the diamond. We're going for Eric Dyer, who we haven't seen in a very long time, have we? When's the last time we actually saw him?
Can't remember. Last season, probably around March time. It's been a while. He's had his injury problems, but obviously he's been back in the squad for a while now, so he needs some game time.
He's been in and out. He keeps coming back and going, coming back, going. Yeah. But you know, it'd be good to see him. I think he's due a bloody good performance as well. If not, every time he has been played, he's been a bit poor.
If not Dyer, then Wanyama. But I just have a feeling it's more likely to be Dyer. But yeah, I don't know. But there are question marks whether we've outgrown him. And you could probably argue we have.
Look, we'll see. Let's see how he gets on this season. I've got faith in Dyer, but obviously we haven't seen the Dyer of the last season at White Hart Lane for a long time now. Well, the season after he was pretty good, but last year he was awful.
I don't know. I think we've outgrown him, to be honest.
You could be right. You could be right. So besides him in the diamond, we're going to go for Winks and Ndombele, was it?
Yeah, Winks and Ndombele. I think obviously Winks has played a lot this season, but I think we need that midfield composure. I think he's going to keep his place.
Well, he'll be the one making things tick in the middle, you know, just keep it going.
Well, I think I read a few places that potentially Oliver Skip could have been involved, but I'm not so sure Pochettino.
I think this game will come a bit too soon for Ollie Skip, you know. He needs to get some more game time. It's a very big occasion tomorrow in that stadium, you know. There's going to be flares and fireworks going off everywhere. The fans, it's going to be so noisy in there. So I don't think Skip will play.
And then Ndombele comes in back from injury. He had a few minutes on the weekend, so I'm expecting him to start and get his full match fitness back up. And obviously Sissoko's played every game, so he probably should be rested for the time being, especially till Saturday. And so yeah, I'm excited. Again, Ndombele, he has Champions League pedigree. He's performed well at this level, so this will be nothing new to him. So I'm excited to see him back in the team. And then
and top of the diamond will be Dele Alli, who we haven't seen this season as well, and everyone's very excited to see him back. And up front we are going for Kane and Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura back in the Champions League for Tottenham.
The Champions League killer. I think he'll be playing. Son hasn't played every game, but I think he played on the weekend, and you need a player like him so fresh. So I think as much as we can, probably start him on the bench. Obviously, Harry Kane's our captain or vice captain and talisman, so I think it's kind of like he's in a situation where, like with Messi, like he just doesn't want to miss a game, does he, Harry Kane? And he wants those Champions League records. He wants to get his Champions League goal scoring up and running.
Answers to Messi.
Exactly. So I think he'll be playing. And and obviously Dele, haven't seen much of him this season, and we're excited for him to get his first start of the season. He needs to hit the ground running as well after inconsistent last season. So I think he'll probably want to hit the ground running this season. So I think it's a team that's full of creativity. I think it's a good selection. Hopefully we'll see what Pochettino does, obviously, on the day. But I think that if that's the team, hopefully we can come and get a good result.
Yeah, just moving back onto Dele a bit, like I said before the season, it's a massive season this year for Dele Alli, because if he has another average season like last year or even the year before, people were saying, he won't be up there in the upper echelons of where he is at the moment, like in people's minds. I think he really needs a big season to put himself back up there.
Well, he's got time on his side. He is only 23. But I agree with you. He needs to get over these injury problems, stop being in and out of the side, and get back to the Dele of the last season of White Hart Lane, where he was just as creative, as sharp as best, and he was just always trying things, and he was so fresh, and he was full of ideas, and he was just popping up in and around the goal, in and around the area, popping up in good situations. He doesn't seem to do that as much anymore. He mentioned himself actually how he feels his game has evolved a bit, and even though he's not getting as many goals and assists, but he still feels like
he's doing more for the team.
He's doing a different role for the team that Pochettino probably asks him. So maybe his role is adapted, but I would like to see him getting further forward. Seeing as we signed Ndombele and we have other centre midfielders now, he doesn't need to be playing that role hopefully anymore. So we'll see. Hopefully, Dele Alli in that role in the hole will be a good place for him to have his first season.
Finally, score prediction.
I'm gonna go. It's not easy to go to the Olympiakos. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Spurs. It's going to be a tough game. I'm hoping we can come away with a win. Honestly, if we get a draw, it's not the end of the world. I don't think it's a terrible result. I mean, look, I wouldn't take a draw right now, but if we were to come away with a draw at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world as long as we win the home game. So I'm not expecting an easy game, but I'm going to go for 2-1 Spurs.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a very tight and tough game tomorrow. I think the crowd are going to be on top of us from the minute go. I think every time Spurs have the ball, the boos are going to be ringing out in the stadium.
That crowd, yeah.
I think, exactly. Like we say with Spurs every game, you get that early goal. Anything's possible in the game, but I don't know if we're going to get it. I think it's going to be very tight. I'm going for 1-0 Spurs.
1-0.
Yeah.
Oof. All
right, so there you have it. Like, subscribe, and comment below what you think the predicted lineup's going to be, what you think the scoreline's going to be, and as always,
come on, Spurs!